Hey, what's going on, crypto people? It is the Crypto Siege with another day in the life, in the crazy life that is the digital asset space. Good morning. Happy Thursday to you. Interesting time in the digital asset space. So first thing I want to cover is the Flare network. This Flare Finance or Flare Financial, whatever it is possibly not a real deal. It's possibly that it's not a real deal. So we're going to cover that. We're going to go over a little bit about this. Chris Larsen said that the XRP price is not driven by ODL. And I believe David Schwartz covered this a while back on Twitter. So we're going to go over that as well. But that is very, very interesting, that the Flare thing, that, people would take the time to put up a website and anyway, all for a possible scam on some kind of giveaway or something. So guys, just beware, right? It's very spaces. The space is something. Definitely going to listen to a little bit of Chris Larsen and Brian Brooks again today, because I think it's important to kind of see where things are. Ashish Burla earlier today from Crypto Eddie, really talking about how difficult it can be here in the United States for fintech companies. Interesting thing, though, I think what Tom Emmer said that he just pushed through about the Securities Act and really kind of making sure that what's not holding back fintech companies is that their underlying asset is a security. So that bill being pushed through by Tom Emmer being presented by Tom Emmer, I should say, will hopefully help with some clarity. This whole thing with Ripple moving to somewhere else is very, very, very interesting. I don't think that they will, or that they will have to move. I think it's really interesting. More and more information is just kind of coming out about more of a light, I should say, being shined on the fact that the U.S. regulators are moving slow, or even just the system as a whole is very, very cumbersome to navigate through. Ashish Burla mentioned something like, you're having to go through each state, 50 states, and then it's going to cost you about $2 million in lawyer fees. Interesting stuff. But let's go over the Flare thing first, because I think it's important to point this out. Test phase, I don't even know. Where do I want to start? Let's start here. So Michael at Valve 5 Links posted this. Flare finance team revealed that they have successfully launched a test network for the system called Costin. As a result, the Flare finance team has begun to interact and present themselves to the XRP and Flare community. Make it be fresh. This article is a scam and has misinformation and has a scam giveaway that's not real. No Spark giveaway. No Spark giveaway. Flare Finance is not part of Flare network. Those DeFi protocols are only theoretical at the moment from an independent developer not associated with Flare Labs. Here's the article here. Just a test phase. Then he has two kind of, what do you want to call it? Highlights. The XRP community warns of a possible fraud involving Flare Finance, right? So the expected launch of Flare networks and the Spark token by December of this year has received further reason to raise the hype. Yesterday, Flare Finance team revealed that they have successfully launched a test network for their system called Costin. As a result, Flare Finance team has begun to interact and present themselves to XRP and the Flare community. We went over this, right? Because we went to the website, right? Went to the website, and here's something that I found to be very, very interesting. A few hours ago, the official Flare Networks account raised their voice and posted the following. We have spoken to Flare Finance. The project is interesting, and we are grateful that they have chosen Flare. Flare's role is not to approve or disapprove of a project. As with everything, do your own research and don't take risk that you can't recover from if they go wrong. So let's go over to the Flare Twerk account. Here it is right here. Okay, so Mickey B. Fresh was pointing out the article about the Flare thing was not good. So here's another comment from Mickey B. Fresh. It's not a scam. It's an undeveloped project with details of their plans to build 6 DeFi apps on Flare. It has yet to be developed in any way and is not connected or funded by Flare Labs. Geez, poor XRP community jaded from low XRP price and scams. Nice to see devs picking up on Flare. So he's saying it's not a scam. The Flare finance is not a scam. Any kind of no giveaways apparently. So thank you, Mickey B. Fresh, for helping to clear that up with the community. Right, it's with their community. So and clearing that up for the community. So again, this is from Flare. We have spoken to the people at Flare Finance. So whatever that means, whatever it looks like, but I do think it's important that they know, as with everything, do your own research and don't take risks that you can't recover from if they go wrong. Great point. Great point. So there we are on that, guys. Wanted to make sure I clear that up for you guys. So Mickey B. Fresh, you know how he is, right? He goes down deep and finds out the deal. So he's saying the Flare financial thing is not a scam. It's an undeveloped project, right? And so and with anything, you never know, right? What I love about Alex Mashinsky and the South CS Network is a lot of times, you know, they're very absolutely totally cautious on that new thing. You know, haven't been around for a year yet, right? Haven't been around for 2 years yet. Take supreme caution, right? And so this is what we will do with Flare Finance. Take extreme caution, right? Certainly don't want to be sending in your XRP hoping that you can get some free something from someone else. You never, ever, ever, ever want to do that. Okay, so the other thing I want to cover here, interesting day in news, but I think this is this is pretty interesting coming out of Japan. And shout out to Michael Five Links again, big time community add to XRP, value add to the XRP community. The new lending service allows customers to lend BTC, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, XRP, and ETH to the firm's BitMax subsidiary. Line, Japanese messaging giant Line introduces crypto lending service. That, my friends, is very, very interesting. They get into the Celsius space. Interesting stuff there. Another one from Michael at Val 5 Links. The Travel Rule Protocol, a working group favored by banks and traditional financial institutions and focused on bringing crypto in line with global anti-money laundering standards, has revealed the first version of its API. The Travel Rule Protocol Working Group, which includes Standard Chartered, ING Bank, and Fidelity Digital Assets, published version 1 of its Travel Rule Protocol API. Very, very interesting. Here's the article. I'm not going to go over the article here, but I do find it to be very, very interesting. Okay, so this is the thing here. So where's the article on the Crypto News Flash put this out about Chris Larsen, right? Ripple co-founder XRP. The XRP price is not tied to on-demand liquidity. Highlights from this article by Jake Simmons says, Ripple's on-demand liquidity payment technology has no impact on the XRP price, according to Chris Larsen. The company is willing to work with central banks to promote the development of a CBDC. Okay, As CNF reported yesterday, Chris Larsen, Ripple CEO, spoke at the blockchain summit about a possible exit from Ripple of Ripple from the U.S. in a cold war between China and U.S. financial technology of the future. For the XRP community, however, Larsen's statements about, okay, that's nothing there. If you look at the XRP ledger, XRP, the decentralized digital currency, most of what happens in that ecosystem is really correlated with Bitcoin and Ethereum. It's like 100 billion trading per year, let's say. The vast majority is connected with what's happening in the overall market and is being driven by all the things that drive Bitcoin and ETH. Is it a store of value? Question. Is it maybe just holding it as something that we value in digitized, globalized future? Is a speculation that's just all happening in its own economic reality, completely separated from what Ripple is focused on. So these are some quotes here, right? So, and there's another one, and then I'm going to share what Mickey B. Fresh share from David Schwartz a while back. You know, you look at ODL over the last 2 years is about 2 billion. So it's a tiny fraction of the overall experience that's happening in those markets. So I think Ripple, the company, we just look at how you have a product and a market fit. So if there's a product market fit with a central bank that wants to explore digital currencies, absolutely will be involved. It's just a different thing, but we think a valuable thing. We think every central bank should be having discussions about a digital currency, right? So here's Mickey B. Fresh's tweet. Not enough volume for impact on ODL. Remittances were, well, here's a thing up here. Someone said here, this is on Fiat. Ripple's Chris Larsen says XRP value is not driven. XRP's value is not driven by the company's crypto remittance platform. With that said, what do you think drives XRP's value? Mickey B. Fresh responded, not enough volume for impact and ODL remittances were never expected to rapidly drive XRP value. It's the supporting market making, liquidity pooling, new use cases on RippleNet, and demand for XRP and deep liquidity, Ripple X and FXRP use cases, plus Ripple's escrow uses to incentivize liquidity. And this is a back and forth here I'm going to show you between Mr. Maconacho and David Schwartz in 2018. So the price will only be driven by speculators. The actual use of XRP running through XRapid will be an even wash. My understanding was that you could have orders on the books backing up the systems and the demand for XRP could increase, but it doesn't sound like that happens. And what David Schwartz tweeted, and again back in October of 2018, it's not speculative. It's not speculative. Competitive global pools of liquidity people contribute to and draw off of to dramatically cut payment costs and interconnect economies. Let me share a couple of things from Chris Larsen here for you guys to see.
We got to give SEC credit. They faced a terrible ICO problem.
Not up. And of course, I can't play it because
in 2017, it was needed to be stopped. They stopped it.
Yeah.
They should be admired for that. But that war has finished, and now we're in this tech cold war with China.
Okay, well, looks like that's not going to play. So I got to figure out what's going on with my computer, guys. I apologize for that. But yeah, very, very definitely go. If you want to check this out, you can go to their YouTube channel, LA Blockchain Summit YouTube channel, and listen to it. Chris Larsen is like the first guy to speak, it looks like. Let me see something. Let me find the channel for you guys so you guys can check this out. It's coming. Hold on a second, guys. What in the world? Yeah, so it's the LA Blockchain Summit channel. That is the channel right there, LA Blockchain Summit. Go take a listen to it. You also can go to the Cryptic Poet Twitter feed and see the two. He has two segments from this summit, one with Chris Larsen and one from Brian Brooks. So definitely go check out the Cryptic Poets Twitter. Definitely follow him. It's big time value add to the XRP community. There's the summit. There's the thing there. So this is what it looks like if you want to do it. But if you want the shortened versions, 2 minutes or so, Cryptic Poet has it on his Twitter feed. One with Brian Brooks and one with Chris Larsen. So I'm not sure why these things do this when I am recording my videos now. But in any case, there it is, guys. Some interesting stuff. It's got a little bit of clarification on Flare Financial. So we'll see what that looks like going forward. I guess we can remain patient. We do know Flare Networks is the real deal, and they're looking to absolutely do major things with XRP and the XRP ledger. All right, guys, listen, I'm going to wrap up this video like I do all of my videos and remind you guys of this. Old money doesn't want you to win. They don't want us to win. They would rather us remain a cog in their perpetual wheel of trading our time for dollars. They don't want us to play in the same playground that they play in, where we allow our money to work for us. This is our chance to win, guys. The digital asset space is our chance to win. We are in the midst of the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of man. Are you participating? Or are you standing on the sidelines? Here's what I do know, that the battle for you has already been fought, and the victory is yours. Go get it. I'll talk to you soon, guys. See ya.